OCC Stingray chopper bike, part 4. So this is her, and I spent a lot of Saturdays at the hardware store figuring how in the hell was I gonna move the seat back 10 inches for my tall butt. Took a lot of work, and most of it was honestly seeing what would happen. Cause and effect. The seat moves, well, gotta put more support. So I started off getting the S-bend and the seat post. So because I had to move the seat back, I didn't have any support in it. It would literally go down or fall down, lean, sag down. Because the pipe there, if you can't see, I've got about 6 bolts in it, because I have different sections of metal in there to make it work. And to make it work, almost all the metal I bought came from the electrical aisle of the hardware store, or the metal section. But all the tubing really came from the electrical side. Most of it is residential electrical conduit, piping. The couplers are piping, electrical piping. These end pieces are actually exhaust housing or exhaust couplers. And like a Roman doll, the ones where they fit inside of each other, there's about 3 pieces of metal in that one section of tubing, each inside of each other, just to give it strength. And it gave it some strength, but it wasn't enough, which is why you have not 1 bar over here, but you have 3 bars going up like that. But then you also have a center bar to give it even more support. And it works pretty good, honestly. It's overly complicated because I can't have a straight bar going back. And I didn't really get it planned out either. It was more of, how can I get this done in 1 weekend with the materials I can buy at a hardware store? So that's really how it started. And then I can move the American flag real quick so you guys can see. This is where all the real strength and rigidity comes. It's not in these pipes. These pipes are 1-inch conduit and they bend pretty easy because they're conduit piping. They're meant to. So the real strength in the system comes from here. On the bottom of the seat, I have these brackets and a thorough rod. So I have 2 sets of brackets, one in the front, one in the back, double thick. And then these are 1-inch clamps for the conduit, and then I have old inner tubes to keep it from sliding back and forth. But then I have this ladder system going across that way, and I have it on the opposite this way, and then I have the bar on the bottom. So that all keeps it rigid and triangulated and in place. So that's really where all the strength comes from. And it was an ass to put together, let me tell you that much. I would not wish to ever take it apart again. And I probably won't. And then you have the little center bar rod there that keeps the two side pieces from actually moving out from each other. I could probably put one down here, but like I said, I'm not taking it apart ever again, unless I absolutely have to, because it takes forever. But that's how I did it. Slowly but surely, I kept on adding more bars, and it's pretty strong now. And then I have 6 bolts down there to keep it all together. And I also have the brackets here in the back to keep the 3 pieces together. 2 bracket clamps in front, 1 hole connected through the middle of the back bar, like that for both of them. And these nifty little spikes are actually for car rims and truck rims. You see them a lot of time on tractor trailers and semi trucks. And I have a piece of old inner tube there. Keep it nice and tight. Go on the interstate about 65 miles an hour. And they haven't come off, which I was really surprised at, but hey, great, they don't come off. That's how I built that. I used a electrical conduit bender bar to bend the metal, which is why you have the kinks in it, because I didn't get it right the first time. Took a couple tries, trial and error, to make it all work and see how it moves. That's because it's not bolted together, but it's good enough. And it works pretty good. So that's how I did it, guys. Not too hard. Just have to have patience and determination to finish what you start.